Today, I'm back in Teardown, joined by Jeff Faviano, and we're going to be investigating some more plane crashes. So without further adu, let's get into the video.
Another perfect day at the DTSB. Oh, I hear jet engines. That didn't sound good. Whatever that was.
Major crash.
Oh my God, I see fire. This is not good. Oh my God.
It's bad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is not good. This is gonna be...
We're going to need multiple fire extinguishers on this thing right now.
I don't think there's any survivors.
I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it. Yeah, this is a travesty right here. All right, glad the skies have cleared up a little bit. I found an engine way over here.
Okay, I didn't even realize that happened, so some of this is new to me.
Ground mark happening here? Okay, well, that's always great, right? Whenever the pilot can't remember what actually happened. Yeah, this is a, so the engine separated from the airplane quite early, it looks like. All right, let's see if we can piece this thing together. Well, we're looking for any sort of marks, which we have over here. Okay, this thing, we got damage over here, and it hit the fence right here. I'm thinking the engine might have fallen off the wing and struck right through here and cartwheeled to its spot, but it's really hard to say. So when I get the drone up, I'll remember. Yep, here's the score. Here is the markings on the runway. So this is where it made impact. It's small amounts, too. It's like a little dabble of this. It's almost like, I think it's a wing strike. I think the wing struck that fence and drug all the way over here. Here's a piece of the airplane. That looks like part of the seat or the cockpit or something. I don't know. This is an interesting one. Yeah, and it drug all the way over here, and I think it side skirted this way because here is the other piece. Is the other engine right here?
This engine is substantially more destroyed than the other one over there.
Yeah. All right. So this is what used to be the cockpit. And this is the fuselage here. Here's a wing right over here. Okay, so this is making sense. See the wing right here. Another piece of it over here in this fence, kind of. So this is the right wing attached to there. That is upside down. So that broke apart and rolled over. Interesting.
Yeah.
It rolled over on its side. And this right here is straight out this way. Let's see if there's anything out on the beach. Doesn't really look like a whole lot. Some pieces right here. Really hard to say what that is. But wreckage nonetheless. Something might have gone in the water too. So left engine separated from the airplane. It drug the wing all the way over here. And then as it went sideways, the right wing dug into the ground. That engine came apart. The tail section rolled over on its back. And then the rest of the airplane slid sideways and broke apart. That's my final assessment.
So what happened is it all started with the weather. It was raining, it was nighttime, landed on both of the tires. It came across the runway, off the runway. The rest of the plane began to disintegrate as the gear collapsed. It slid, began turning sideways, and then broke apart as it was beginning that sideways turn, and then landed in its final spot.
All right, so it skidded sideways and the wing or the tail section rolled over on its back.
Correct.
Okay. So the impact that we saw by the threshold of the runway, that was from the landing gear.
Landing
it was
gear,
too low.
correct. And the impact was so forceful, it actually dug into the pavement. And you'll notice right here, if you look very carefully, you can actually see the rubber marks right here where the landing gear is, and it goes all the way back. And if you keep following this direction, you'll notice here's the marks again right here.
Yep.
And you can see it very clearly right here on the white marking here on the runway.
Yeah, that was a tough one, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad. You know, we like last time we got them right every time. It's good to get them wrong. I like that.
We got some more houses here. And it looks like... Oh my goodness, I heard something. And I saw your health bar decrease, so I'm assuming something catastrophic just occurred.
I lived. You're going to want to roll the trucks.
Holy cow. Oh my goodness. The trucks are here. or
not good at all.
truck is here. Looks like this is a fire liner here. This is the firefighting airplane that's crashed. Wow, okay, well, the wreckage is pretty catastrophic. Right on the DTSB property here. Not good. Main wreckage fuselage is right here. Tail section is here. Tail looks to be completely intact. The cockpit portion is here. I'll mark that really quick. Unfortunately, it does look like it took heavy damage on the crash. You can see the controls here. Major damage to the hangar there, the cover for the fighter jets. And look at this. Oh my gosh. The plane crashed here and barely avoided the helicopter. Another thing that I'm noticing is, I believe this is the engine that we see here, the right engine hitting the ground, scraping up all of the pavement, colliding with the hangar, breaking off, and then bouncing back here while the rest of the wing sliced through and continued. Now, we know how the plane crashed, or at least I think I know how the plane crashed. The question is, why? There is no way that on a clear day, this plane was coming in for a landing, because it's very clearly marked the left and right side. And this plane, I would have to guess that we have another disgruntled employee here that wanted to take out the DTSB.
Okay, well, I can tell you it's not sabotage. The airplane was, as you said, coming from the direction of the helipad here. They were going to do a flyby of the tower and the terminal at a low altitude. But before I took off, I put a plank over the left engine and caught it on fire. It did damage to the left engine in the air. But as I got low, I don't know if it reduced the thrust on the left side or what. It made it roll more to the right. But it rolled over towards the right, like you said. It drugged the wing. It sliced it. And when it impacted the building, that's what broke it apart and spun it 180 degrees.
So at least my breakdown of the crash was accurate.
Yeah,
it's just why it got here was wrong.
Yes.
Very interesting. Yeah, I don't see any evidence of that fire, and I think it was so badly damaged that there's almost no evidence left of that engine fire, which is really interesting. So, yeah, we wouldn't have known that if the pilot didn't come back to life and tell us.
I think I'm going to take the old yellow airport vehicle into town today. All right, can we cross? Oh, there's a C-123 provider taking off.
Yep, we're going to be lifting off here for some training missions. There we go.
Oh, look at that. He's got his gear up. There he goes. That thing is slow. My Lord, dude. I think this thing is faster than that. I love living on this island. It's the best thing in the world. Nothing's better than living here. Oh my God, it just hit the trees. Oh God. I witnessed the entire crash.
Well, in that case, I don't think there's much to investigate.
Not much to investigate there.
Yeah, that was more so like an actual crash that I was not intending. I ended up not having enough speed to clear those trees, and it was doomed as soon as we struck those. It was a bad situation. Yeah, the plane just disintegrated when it hit the ground. So, yeah, I'll let you get a try at doing another one, and we'll see how that one goes. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that.
Mayday, Mayday, Clipper 127, Mayday, Mayday. We've lost the right engine.
There is something going on with that airplane that's problematic.
Clear to land, runway 31, Clipper 127.
All right, well, their landing gear appears to be down. We can't quite get a good view here. I've got this fence in the way, but I can kind of see the airport. Let's see what happens here. It looks like this Air Force jet is trying to land or something. But they've definitely got a problem. Oh my gosh. I think they might be down. Holy cow. There's a huge fireball over there. All right, we got to go. Oh my goodness. There's a fire at the airport. You can see we got problems here. That's my parking job. Let's go on in. We're going to go ahead and get this fire put out. It actually doesn't look like there's too much fire here. Maybe there wasn't a lot of fuel on board this Air Force jet, but yeah, it is down and heavily destroyed. I'm actually getting the DTSB air stairs here so we can get a bit of a view over this.
Oh, that thing is so good.
It does appear we have some damage to the fence here. There's definitely a portion of the wing that landed here and kind of disintegrated. You can see some of the control surfaces. There's a ton of damage here. The sand has been destroyed here, and then we can actually see the dirt underneath. So there was contact here. But one thing that is really popping out to me is there's a United plane here that's taken substantial damage. And this airplane was just sitting on the tarmac here, not doing anything. So either it got damaged from debris flying at it from the crash, or something else happened. We know that the airplane took off from the airport, so there could have been damage done to that engine that we saw smoking earlier, and it ended up crashing as a result. We know they were having trouble and needed to land.
You are correct on some of it, but you will have to investigate the whole airport to put the whole thing together. But I mean, you don't really have to now because you've already figured it out. But yeah, so yeah, this airplane, Clipper, was taxiing out to the runway. The left wing clipped right underneath here and broke apart this, which removed part of that wing. And then as it turned out to the right, the left rear stabilizer got hit as well. That's where this damage right up here is from. And then as they taxied out on the runway on takeoff, that engine flamed out, and then they weren't getting a lot of lift. Took off, it got rocky, put the gear up, and then just came back around for an emergency landing. We came in, it was way too low, did not have enough thrust, even though we were pretty lined up. We were lined up decently. It struck the approach lighting by the ocean, so that was correct, as you saw, and that was parts of the wing and everything else there that you saw on the ground. And then it impacted into the fence and broke apart and spun around. The back part of it rolled over.
Well then, I think there's only one thing we can do now, and I think it's unleash complete and total chaos.
Yeah, survival challenge. Can you survive? And you live, but you cannot look at where the airplane is anywhere in a house.
All right, I think we can do that. We can make that happen.
I hear an airplane. I just don't see it. I'm looking out a window, and I don't see anything. It's kind of eerily quiet. Oh, my God.
There we go.
Oh, shit.
I don't know how you survived that.
Half a health. I had half health.
Oh, my goodness. It's over. Oh!